What do you see as the biggest problems that we're running into in terms of, I don't want to say managing our finances, but I feel like it's probably deeper than that. But yeah, what do you see as the biggest problems that we have?
It's all emotional. Like, everybody knows the math. Everybody can open Excel spreadsheet. Even if you're not Excel literate, I can make you literate in Excel in about 5 minutes. Like, you know what a calculator is. Like, none of that stuff is holding people back. And so what we focus on in the academy and what we've grown this into is so much bigger than the numbers and the system side of things. Like, that's an important piece. You got to know the actual answers. I think part of it's knowing the answers, piecing it all together, but you all can do that. Anyone listening to this can do that. They all have the capability of doing that because math is math and like everyone knows how to put together math. Once that part is in place, I think what derails most people, the majority of their lives, are the emotional side of things, which is could be a it could be that could range into millions of things because the brain's very complex. Common things, they procrastinate because they're nervous, because they're scared. They grew up with a bad mindset on money. They saw their parents fight. A divorce situation happened. They saw it was because of money. And as a result, they retreat. They don't like to address that issue. And so they run away from that their whole entire life. What I always say and why we bring in a behavioral psychologist is because I have to understand what your subconscious is doing so that the system itself that we provide actually works. And if we don't do that, the system's probably not going to work, just being real. Like, everybody has a budget template out there. Everybody has an amortization schedule. Everybody has these things. Education's out there for free, technically speaking. You can educate yourself. You can put together somewhat of a plan. Our education goes a lot deeper, our system goes a lot deeper than that, but even that, if I put that in perfect scenario situation, if I don't know you as a person in a deep, deep level, and my behavioral psychologist doesn't teach you who you are, which oftentimes people don't know who they are, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail because you're gonna revert to the person that you've always been for whatever reason, good or bad. And that usually plays out in a even if you have a good quality trait, like for example, you're a go-getter, you're excited all the time. You might be one to take huge chance on personal finance and risk a lot that more than you can really handle and then lose it all. I've seen that type of personality play out real time. You also might be the avoidant behavior. You're scared to look at your finances, open your bank account because it's an intimidating thing. It reflects you as a person. You attach your value to your bank account, which you shouldn't, but we do. We do that stuff. Your net worth isn't where you want it to be. My net worth was negative net worth before when I started. So I always laugh and say, if you guys feel any shame right now, point and laugh at me because I don't take any shame in that. Like, I'm okay. I can soak it in. I was at a negative $8,000 net worth. I don't attach my value as a person to my net worth. And so I like to bring the behavioral psychology side of things into it so we understand who we are. There was a study done at University of Scurry that was 88% of our daily actions are built by our subconscious. That's a huge portion of our day that is based on our subconscious. If we don't tap into ourselves as people, we are letting our subconscious run on autopilot the whole day, and basically our situation, our outcome is going to be because of our subconscious. So why would we not address that? Why would we not attack that? That's most of your life. And so that's what we really, really focus on in the get go, in the beginning. We know you're going to go through emotional cycles of change. There's going to be like the high, then there's going to be the valley of despair type stuff. We want to make sure that's as seamless as possible, you understand yourself as best as possible, and that we have action items from that takeaway to that we can apply to your situation to feel better about moving forward with the actual financial system, which then we put together that makes all the sense. That's really what we do. That's why it's so important.
Mm-hmm.